I call the honourable member for Bowman.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My question for the Minister for Foreign Affairs: will the Minister update the House on the progress of Operation Bring Them Home?
I call the honourable Minister for Foreign Affairs.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank the member for Bowman for his question. I can report to the House that there has been significant progress in identifying the remains of those who were killed when Malaysian Airlines MH17 was shot down over eastern Ukraine on the 17th of July. Among the innocent victims, of course, were 38 Australian citizens and residents. The Dutch government, which is leading the efforts to identify the remains pursuant to UN Security Council Resolution 2166, have advised that 183 of the 298 passengers and crew on board have now been identified. There's also been progress in terms of DNA testing. However, it will be some time before that process is complete, so the whole process of body identification will take weeks, if not months, to complete. To protect the privacy of our families, I won't go into details of the Australian citizens and residents other than to confirm that a significant number have been identified to date. From the start of this tragedy, it has been and continues to be a team effort in our response to the loss and suffering and grief and anguish suffered by the families and friends of those who died. I pay tribute to the work of many dedicated, quite extraordinary Australians who have worked tirelessly to retrieve the remains, investigate the crash, liaise with family members. People like former CDF General Angus Houston, our Ambassador in Warsaw, Jean Dunn, the AFP Commander Steve Lancaster, who all provided the necessary leadership. Over my 10 days in the Netherlands and Ukraine, after the downing of MH17, I met many of the 500 Australian officials that we sent overseas, including from the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, the AFP, Defence and the Air Transport Safety Bureau. And from the moment we heard the news, Australian officials have been working as consular officials, and our staff continue to provide assistance and comfort and support to the families. I will never forget travelling to Kharkiv, where the train from the crash site carrying the remains of the victims was stationed, and I met a number of Australian officials who were carrying out the grisly but necessary task of body identification, and they were determined to remain there until their task was completed. We were then able to transport the remains by Australian aircraft to Eindhoven Air Base in the Netherlands, where the body identification work will take place and will continue to take place. I can assure the House that the government will do all we can to support our families at this tragic time. This Thursday I will meet Dutch Foreign Minister Timmermans at NATO. I will also be meeting with President Poroshenko and Foreign Minister Klimkin, who provided so much support to us as we completed our mission to bring our people home. And we will continue to do everything in our power to ensure that this horrific act is investigated and the perpetrators brought to justice.